Shalom, my friends. I'm David, the shepherd who became king. You may know me as the one who defeated Goliath, but there's more to my story, much more. Today, I want to share with you a lesson that has carried me through every storm, battle, and hardship in my life. And that lesson is this: you can overcome by trusting in Yahuah. When I was young, I was just a shepherd. I wasn't a warrior. I wasn't trained for battle. But one thing I had was trust in Yahuah. When I faced Goliath, everyone saw a giant, but I saw a challenge that could only be overcome with the strength and guidance of the Almighty. My faith wasn't in my own abilities, but in the one who had always been with me. As a young man, I spent hours alone with my sheep, thinking, praying, and reflecting. It was in those quiet moments that I learned to trust Yahuah with everything. There were lions, bears, and threats, but each time, Yahuah delivered me. Every victory, big or small, taught me that His strength is made perfect in our weakness. So, when the giant appeared, I knew that with trust in Him, there was nothing I couldn't overcome. There came a time when I became king, and I thought, now I will lead my people with all the strength I have. But soon I learned that the battles we face aren't just with enemies outside. They're often within ourselves. Fear, doubt, confusion, and sorrow. In my darkest moments, I called on Yahuah, and He answered me. In Psalm 34:17 it says, "When the righteous cry for help, Yahuah hears and delivers them out of all their troubles." And I can tell you from experience, He does, every time. There were times when I felt alone. I made mistakes. I doubted. But even when I stumbled, I always returned to Yahuah. I trusted Him with my heart, my decisions, and my future. And He was always faithful, guiding me back to His path, even when I had lost my way. So I ask you today, where do you place your trust? Are you looking to your own strength, your own understanding, or are you putting your faith in the one who has never failed? The battles you face may not be with giants or armies, but we all face struggles, emotional, spiritual, physical. And the secret to overcoming them is the same as it was for me. Trust in Yahuah. Yahuah is not a distant Elohim, Aluahim, watching from afar. He is near, always ready to help, always listening to your cries. When you trust in Him, you are not alone. You may walk through valleys of darkness, but He will be your light, your shield, your strong tower. Psalm 23:4 says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me." This is not just a verse, it's a reality, a truth that has carried me through every trial. Friends, when you trust in Yahuah, you are not just overcoming in your own strength. You are overcoming with the power of the Creator of all things. And when you trust in Him, you will experience peace that surpasses understanding, even in the midst of your trials. Remember this: you don't have to fight alone. Let your heart trust in Yahuah, and He will guide your steps. So, I encourage you, trust in Yahuah. No matter what you're facing, no matter how insurmountable the challenge may seem, trust in Him. Let His strength be made perfect in your weakness. You can overcome. I am living proof of that. Subscribe now, and may you find peace, strength, and victory in trusting in Yahuah. Shalom.